Hello, so this is my 10-day follow-up video for my implant procedure that I had done in Cancun on December 20th. Um, so today obviously then would be December 30th. On the 23rd or 24th, I would say that these that's about when these showed up. The bruises up around my eye and on my cheek. You can even see some on my chin a little bit. Um, and actually, I still do have some numbness from how, like the swelling near the nerve right there at my bottom lip, bottom right side lip. Um, so I am still dealing with quite a bit of pain. I don't know if you recall, but they prescribed ibuprofen, 600 milligram ibuprofen tablets, which were not good for me personally. They'd probably be good for most people who aren't dealing with also dealing with hypertension. For me, one of the side effects of ibuprofen is elevated blood pressure, so that wasn't a good choice for me. I don't know if they didn't know that or they just thought it wouldn't be a problem. Possibly that that was the only choice that they really had at a high dosage for pain that they could prescribe. Whatever the case, I switched over to Tylenol a couple of days after the procedure, and that helped quite a bit. Dentures. Okay, so I'm still not wearing my dentures full time. They are still a little bit painful to wear over the stitches on my gums, which the stitches are still there. They are starting to come out. The gum is mostly healed at this point, but still do have some places that need to be kind of worn in. If you've had all your teeth pulled, you know what I'm talking about. The like ridges kind of start to go away as you've had the teeth out for a while. Okay, so foods are all right. I I'm progressed from just muffins and liquids and soft stuff like puddings and stuff like that. Anything that's liquid or almost liquid, I can go a little bit harder now. Actually, tried some spaghetti last night, and that seemed to be okay. Um, of course, I cook it maybe a little bit more than al dente. You want it to be still fairly soft. Um, okay, the communication with the clinic, they let's see, um, the weekend before, which I think would have been like the 22nd and 23rd. Yeah, 22nd and 23rd. They weren't open on the weekend. They weren't open on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. So really, I only had just Thursday and Friday after my procedure to have let them know how things were going. They weren't open the rest of the time, and even their emergency number, I called and it wouldn't go through. So communication hasn't been really great. However, they did call me yesterday. And I was busy, and it came. The call looked like it was coming in from Canada, so I didn't take the call, not knowing who it was from or why they were calling. I figured it was just a spam call, telemarketer or something. So I declined to take the call, and they left a message and also sent an email immediately following their call. Um, and since then, I have responded to their email. I haven't heard back from them yet, but I wanted to get my dental insurance claim form sent off to them, and also to see if they had any kind of referral program because um, I've paid about $10,000 so far, and it's still going to be about another 10,000, not including travel costs, travel and hotel costs, uh, to get this completed. And they say that they're wanting to schedule that for around June, so about 6 months from the time of my procedure. There's going to be I don't have I finished off my savings with this trip, so you know it, as in my last video, if you can if this video helps you and you'd like to kind of help me out with my dental costs, that I would really appreciate it. Just see the email address below for PayPal, and shoot me a couple bucks, a dollar or two. I, I don't expect people to foot my bill, but um, I would certainly appreciate the help. Um, so I will follow up again, probably in another 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that, just to let you know what kind of response I get back from the dental clinic about the insurance form and any possible referral forms or referral programs they might have to offset costs. Obviously, it is a lot cheaper to go there and have it done than it would be to in the States. Here it's $60,000-$80,000 as opposed to $20,000 there in Cancun. I did see one place in Las Vegas that looked like they were doing it for about $40,000, but still, I mean that's still more than, or about twice as much as you're going to pay in Cancun, and you don't get to be in Cancun, so kind of get to have your vacation and dental work all in one trip. I would recommend, if you are doing it for yourself, or if you're traveling even with family, try and go there a few days in advance of your appointment so that you can actually enjoy the trip, because that's all I got out of this trip. I was there Monday and Tuesday, and then halfway through Wednesday, that was pretty much the end of anything I was able to enjoy with the trip. The rest of the time, I alternated between being in bed and watching TV, taking my medication, and the antibiotics and the painkillers. And I would maybe take an hour or two during the day and take a bus trip over to Walmart or to the shopping center in the hotel zone to get what little I was able to get for nourishment. I mean, there's basically like Insure, which they do have some of that. It's pretty expensive. There's a brand called Lala, which it's basically a lactose-free milk with different flavorings in it. It's the only other thing that I was able to find that was soft enough and would provide any kind of protein and nutrient components to keep me going until I was able to get back home. So that's it for now. Any comments, questions, please leave them below, and I'll see you here another couple of weeks.